Only last week, Honorable Speaker, this House legislated on moving government accounting from cash-based accounting to accrual-based accounting. This House, not any other House, Honorable Speaker. Now you are telling us we move accounting for taxes back to cash-based accounting. Yet it is this House, including the proposal of this amendment, that legislated on accrual-based accounting. Honorable Speaker, we need your guidance as a Speaker or the Chair of this session. Point number 3, Honorable Speaker, on my point of order, this particular amendment again is subject to Article 114 of the Constitution. I would beg, Honorable Chair, that you guide the House, because we might engage in a very long debate that will end to naught. We might end up in a debate where we are legislating against what we legislated last week. The only reason, Honorable Chair, the Speaker, the substantive Speaker, agreed to the withdrawal of my clause 29 of the same bill is purely on the basis that we had legislated on the Scrap Metal Council in the miscellaneous statute law number 67 only 2 months ago. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, it will be superfluous for this House to be spending our time to discuss a clause that first is subject to Article 114 of the Constitution, to a clause that we already legislated on a week ago. And I think is among the bills the head of state assented to only this morning. They are now acts of parliament. Honorable Speaker, we need your guidance.
Order. Yes. The chair is going to make a ruling on this. Yes.
Chair, I have listened to the majority leader. I have listened to you very keenly. First, you have raised 3 issues. One is the issue of whether we can legislate on a matter that the court has made a ruling. The court has also made a ruling on the CDF Act, and we are legislating on the CDF matter here in this House. We are legislating. We have formed a team of lawyers to come up with the legislation. The only issue that needs a clarification from the Speaker is the issue of the accruing accounting system. But Chair, I have seen in this House time and again when Article 114 has been used to subdue legislations. This man here is saying in his amendment that let taxes be due when I am paid by government. How is government spending more money on that? Because 114 is supposed to kick in if you are bringing an amendment where you are government is going to spend more money or incur expenditure. This is a very clear case, Mr. Speaker, that the amendment by your Honorable Muriu is that let my taxes be due when the government pays me. I know I have government taxes, but when I am paid, let me pay also. But if you are demanding from the person money before even he's paid, now, can you imagine a situation where you have now a pending bill of 200 billion, Mr. Speaker, and all those people have paid their taxes, but they can't access their money. So let's be fair also to people. But if you are saying government operates on other people's money, we can support you now on that basis. So that, you know, our government can continue working. Can agree.
Honorable members, order, honorable members. I get the gist of the mood in the House. But we have laws, we have a constitution, we have rules within which we operate. Order, honorable members. Order, honorable members. Clause 21, clause 20, clause 25, clause 20, clause 4, anywhere where there was these things. All of these amendments that you wanted, it applies. Clause 13, the amendments where you wanted, but this has already been taken care of. Any of those ones which had money issues. Yes.
Chair, your ruling is timely, and we are in agreement with it. But Chair, the question that now arises is, how did the amendment find itself on the floor of the House in the first place? Because at the level of the scrutiny of the amendment, it should have been subjected to Article 114.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It cannot be after the majority leader has raised it on the floor of the House. Absolutely. It should have been at the processing period.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What is the lapse that the member has been allowed to move an amendment on the floor of the House, and now is when you are subjecting him to 114? Really? That's being unfair to the member. Very unfair.
Do you have?
Yeah, that's being unfair to the member, Mr. Chair. Even though he's a Nimuti Rigiji, but that's very unfair to him, Mr. Speaker.
Order, honorable members, honorable majority leader, honorable members, it's understandable. It's understandable. I mean, this is a house of debate, and majority leader, you must have a thick skin to basically take anything that comes from your colleagues here. But the fact of the matter is, when this order paper was being prepared, those were taken into consideration, because I can see it at the footnote of all these order papers that are with you, that it says subject to Article 114 of the Constitution.
Chair, on a point of order, and I want you to tell us whether the Honorable Junet, the leader of the minority party, is in order to be questioning the decisions of the chair on such a serious matter as a constitutional matter that relates to Article 114, because it is not the leader of majority who has raised it. In fact, it is noted on the order paper. I know the Honorable Junet came not so long ago, he may not have seen the order paper. Number two, Honorable Speaker, this particular provision or amendment as proposed by the member for Katanga, in its very nature, besides Article 114, is unconstitutional, because it is discriminatory, because it is talking about procurement by public entities. So we need to ask ourselves, not you, Honorable Chair, if then we create a provision that favors procurement processes and payments by public entities, what happens to those business people who are providing services and goods to private entities? Will they then also be treated in the same manner? And therefore, this particular provision, I want to agree with the Honorable Junet in a way, should never even have seen the face of an order paper. It was unconstitutional ab initio, and should never even have appeared on this order paper, Honorable Speaker. But I thank you, Honorable Chair, for your guidance.
Yes, thank you.
I think the Honorable Member for Katanga is well guided.
Yeah, Honorable Junet, just one moment, yeah. Yes.
Chair, you see, leader, this is a house of record. This is a house of procedure, Chair. This is not the first time we are debating the finance bill. Not debating the tax bills. This is not the first time we are doing a third reading of a tax bill. Chair, before we start the session of the third reading of a tax bill, normally the Speaker gives a communication from his chair that the following clauses are subject to Article 114 and the following amendments have been dropped. We have been there for long enough. This never happened today. So if you did not rush from your tea, from your mandasi, we should have passed the amendment of the Katanga MP. It is your tea. Your tea was not sweet. You should have put more sugar.
Honorable Junet, thus far, we have not transacted any business that essentially is subject to Article 114 and haven't done anything unconstitutional. Up until now, we have not done anything unconstitutional.